Morris dancing is a traditional type of dance, especially from the countryside in the UK. I love it because although it's not Brazilian music, it's not Northeastern music, it's a link with the culture and folklore, the connection between the dance and the land and the people. And that's what I was interested in when I was in Brazil. It's perhaps my link, it's my way of still being connected to folklore and people and origins. My name is Karina. I'm from Recife in the northeast of Brazil. If you imagine the map of Brazil, where it points out into the Atlantic, that's where Recife is. Recife is huge, it's extremely busy, hot, mad traffic, people everywhere, and then you have the most beautiful beach in the world, Boa Viagem. People in the northeast of Brazil is famous all around Brazil for being very funny. Lots of comedians that are famous all around Brazil are from the northeast. We are also known for being strong because our weather is very harsh. That is also influenced our music. There's lots of songs that talk about how hard people are in the northeast, how strong we are and how determined and not giving up. The culture in Recife or in Pernambuco, which is the state, is heavily again influenced by Portuguese dance and music, African dance and music, and indigenous. So it's all mixed up, but it's everywhere. You just have to go to every corner, any bars, they'll be playing and people be dancing. The beach is very lively, there'll be music, people talking, selling drinks, food, and all sorts, the whole life happening there. So the music is everywhere, really. I've been here for 26 years now. I met an English guy. He was working in the same school where I was studying, and we started going out. He was leaving Recife, but I was also leaving not long after to do my course over here in the UK. So the relationship just carried on and developed. I think the main thing for me is trying to adapt, that I still have to work on it, is not touching people, not touching people's hair, not kissing people, not hugging people. I remember the first time, the first job interview I had here. So I had the job interview and I got the job, and I remember the manager took me around the place, introducing me to my new colleagues. And I found it really weird. They just sat there, but I went to them and started kissing them. Oh, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. And kissing everyone, and I just weird that everybody looked at me weird. Who is this person? And walking around the office kissing everybody. I think I went home and mentioned that to my husband or my mother-in-law. It was something like that. They all looked at me. You don't do that here in the UK. You don't kiss people you don't know. You know. So yeah. So that's one of the things that I quickly had to adapt. One of the ways that I keep Recife alive in my family is through food. I mainly cook beans and rice. My children are often say, "You're such a Brazilian mother." They think I obsess with food and how much food they're eating every day. My husband says that is different, but I don't find that. It's just the way I was brought up, where you have a lot of food every day and you eat a lot and you spend your whole day eating, and that's what we do. But that brings a bit of Recife into their lives. I need colour, especially most of the year in this country. We are in the dark, and I like to come home and see colour. I like my plants around me. It's a bit of a way of bringing the garden inside, or bring a bit of a jungle inside the house. I do see similarities between the East Midlands and the Northeast of Brazil, more in terms of a slower pace of life. People do have more time to talk, do have more time to appreciate nature and the change of seasons here, that sometimes not so much in the south of the UK. And I think that's what happens in the Northeast as well, in Recife. Comedy, humour is really predominant in the Northeast, and that comes from talking, comes from observing people, comes from listening to what people were saying. I always enjoyed dancing with the kids when they were little, and there's always noise. My house is a noisy house. There's always music playing and dancing. My daughter absolutely loves music. She plays that where she is, music follows her. I think for me it's quite normal, but my husband sometimes say, how can you listen to anything? There's music playing in the other room and the TV is here. How can you listen to this conversation? I said, oh, it's fine, it's all good, it's all good. If you think about maracatu or frevo, they're all brought by Africans. Capoeira, coco, forró, chachado, forró, they're all being brought by other people that arrived in Brazil, that made Brazil their home. And it's the same for Morris dancing. For me, one of the things I love about Morris dancing is the same thing that I loved about the dances and the music and the folklore in Brazil. It's the connection between the dance and the people that brought those dances to the country. We are a bit on the edge of everything. We are not mainstream. And I think even in Recife, people may think, when people think about Recife or think about Brazil, that everybody loves dancing, everybody likes the culture and the music. But it's not really like that when you're there. The people that love dancing and are part of a maracatu troupe or dance frevo at the weekends or ciranda, coco, baião, all of this, they are not afraid of being different, of being on the edge of society, of not being mainstream, not doing what everybody does, of how to dress like everybody, how to behave like everybody. And I think that's what linked those types of people together. And that's why I found my place here.